I interest me, nigga.
Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson is a tech entrepreneur who sold his company
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This one we have a very good idea about.
Braintree to PayPal in 2013 for $800 million. He used the money to start a program called Blueprint, built to reverse his aging. He spends about $2 million a year on it.
Yeah, me personally, trying to cheat death is like, ah, fuck it, just kill me, bro. Nah, I'd rather be out.
He is the subject of the 2025 Netflix documentary Don't Die. Johnson hired over 30 doctors. They test his blood, scan his organs, track his body fat, analyze his stool, and monitor his nighttime erections using a device worn on his penis while he sleeps. Every
I think that here's the thing: the best way to go ahead and do experiments like this is just basically bring out homeless people, as in go after the ones society doesn't care about. That's the thing. So yeah.
reading feeds into a system that tells Johnson what to eat, when to sleep, and how to move. He wakes at 4:30 a.m. and takes 111 pills
Damn.
before breakfast. The diet is
Offset's age after he crashed.
2,250 calories of mostly blended vegetables eaten before 11 a.m. He has followed whatever the system tells him for over 6 years. In April 2023, Johnson had his 17-year-old son Talmadge hooked up to a machine to extract his blood plasma. That plasma was injected into Johnson. Johnson then gave his own plasma to his 70-year-old father. After 6 rounds, Johnson tested the results. No benefits found. He stopped doing it. Johnson is 48. He claims his body ages at 0.69 years for every calendar year, meaning for every 12 months that pass, his body only ages about 8 months. His doctors say his fitness matches the top 1.5% of 18-year-olds. He does over 100 treatments at the same time. No one, including his 30 doctors, can tell him which ones are working.
Wait. Okay.
Serge Voronov.
That kind of looks crazy. Where it's about to go, and why the fuck is his eyes so rotten, bro? They're underneath of his eye bags.
Serge Voronov was a Russian-born surgeon working in
Okay, yeah, he does look Russian.
Paris in the 1920s. He believed
The Eiffel Tower here, bitch, though. So like, just get 2 guys and just Eiffel Tower. Oh, I haven't tried such before, but yeah, I would like to try that with you, my nigga.
people aged because their sexual organs wore out, and that grafting young
And yet, bitches basically look at us crazy for fucking other bitches, though, because we know shit gets older,
tissue onto old ones
and they can't even say the same about us. They can't. Because here's the thing, it's like, even if we were 60 years old, as long as we're not shooting blanks, we can still make babies, though.
could reverse it. He started with animals, then moved to humans. Voronov sliced
Matter of fact, I would even make the argument of like, bitches are predators for basically coming after our cash when we're in our 30s, especially. Being in our 30s and after our cash.
thin strips from the testicle of a chimpanzee and stitched them directly onto the testicles of an aging man.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
He charged 10,000 francs per operation. The patients were mostly millionaires. They said they felt sharper, saw better, and that their sex drive came back. He even did the operation on his own brother. By the early 1930s, he had done over 500 of these operations in France alone.
How much money did this nigga make though after doing that many?
To keep up with demand, he set up a chimpanzee breeding farm on the Italian Riviera. Newspapers across Europe covered him. Wealthy men traveled from around the world for the surgery. Novelty ashtrays appeared showing monkeys covering their genitals with the words, "No, Voronov, you won't get me." In one experiment, he put a human ovary inside a female monkey and tried to get the animal pregnant with human sperm. It failed. Researchers later looked at the tissue under a microscope. They found the same thing.
Okay, no, I was about to say, like, what the fuck does that pregnancy look like after they basically, the baby splashes out of the out of the monkey, though? Just like when it comes to these Caucasians, though, we know it's gonna look like a mutation, though. So, never mind. But, but then again, it's like, yeah, my curiosity is terrible.
Every time, scar tissue. The chimpanzee cells had been destroyed by the body on contact. They never made any hormones. 500 men had paid to have dead animal parts stitched onto their testicles. Voronov
Oh, okay.
died in 1951 at 85.
Did they take his money after?
By then, no one took his work seriously. Qin Shi Huang.
The problem is why the fuck didn't that money move? Didn't get shipped towards me or you?
Qin Shi Huang became the first
Why the fuck does he basically have an ironing board on top of his head?
emperor to
Or like he basically looks like a magic mat or some shit.
unify China in 221 BCE. He took the throne at 13. He built the
13? These nigga.
early Great Wall and created one system of writing and money for the whole country. But he was afraid of dying. He banned the word death.
Yeah, when you get old enough though, you're basically gonna get over it. And you're gonna actually want to do it the more you know.
Anyone who said it in front of him could be killed. At the same time,
Fuck, why did... Okay. It's YouTube, so it sucks that basically he has to blur that shit out though. But I like to see the graphics though. But I can imagine it though. But I would still like to see.
he ordered the construction of a tomb. It took 39 years and 700,000 workers. Inside, rivers were filled with liquid mercury. Around it, 8,000 life-sized clay soldiers stood guard. He sent an alchemist named Shu Fu across the sea with 3,000
There's Shufu and there's Shifu. But
soldiers stood guard. He sent an alchemist named Shu
the names these underscore niggas be having are so interesting.
Fu across the sea with 3,000 young men and women to find a mythical island called Mount Penglai, where a tree of deathless...
But I will also basically say, stop Asian hate my ass. My absolute asshole. My dick and balls and even the grease that grows there. Fuck off.
supposedly grew. Shu Fu never came back.
Here's the thing, like, it's broadcasted that basically white people are the ones that I hated the most, which it was back then, but they're not the worst ones anymore. They're one of them, but they're not the worst.
Neither did anyone he took with him. When the search failed,
It's overseas motherfuckers though, like Asians, it's Russians, a lot more.
emperor turned to his court alchemists. They made him pills from cinnabar, a bright red mineral that contains mercury. Alchemists believed mercury had special powers because it shifted between solid and liquid, which they took as
Isn't it just straight melting though? But it depends on which material or like what it is that's melting.
proof that death could be reversed. The emperor took the pills every day for years. Over time,
He didn't think to basically having somebody else do it.
he became paranoid and violent. He stopped appearing in public. He died in 210 BCE at 49. The cause was almost certainly the mercury he had been swallowing to stay alive. Modern soil tests around the tomb still show dangerous levels of mercury over 2,200 years later. Eben Byers. Eben Byers
Oh, his jaw's gone. Yo, bruh, this motherfucker looks like an elf, dog. And why is his face built like that? No jawline, basically thumb for a head ass nigga, bruh. This big toe looking fuck. Nah, he looks like a bobblehead low key, but basically like the head proportions are all together except for the lower. Nah, motherfucker look like he has no neck.
was a
that's
wealthy Yale
crazy.
graduate and amateur golf champion. In 1927, he fell from
Why the fuck does he have a beard on top of his, a mustache on top of his head?
his bunk on a train and hurt his arm. A doctor recommended a product called Radithor. It was distilled water with radium, a radioactive substance dissolved in it. Byers tried it and felt better. Not just his arm. He said he felt younger, sharper, full of energy. He started drinking 3 bottles a day,
Oh, okay, we overdosed.
every day for nearly 3 years. An estimated
3 bottles for 3 years.
1,400 bottles total. He sent cases to his girlfriends. Some went to his racehorses. By 1931,
Wait, but that's supposed to be the fentanyl though, you know what I'm saying?
his jaw had started to fall apart.
Yo, bruh. But I just hate the fact that I don't get to see what the... Okay. This is interesting. This shit is so fucking interesting. Fuck, but I just hate the fact that there's not even more. Wait. It's not enough still. Far from it.
Holes were forming in his skull. His
Ooh. Glory holes, bullet holes, assholes.
teeth were falling out. All but 6 were gone. The radium had been building up in his bones for years, eating through them from the inside. He died in 1932 at 51. His body was so radioactive that he had to be buried in a lead-lined coffin. When scientists dug him up 33 years later, his bones were still giving off radiation.
Ooh.
The Wall Street Journal ran the headline, "The radium water
Here's the thing, right? You just have to disintegrate it, bro. At that point, just disintegrate it.
worked fine until his jaw came off." Byers was not alone in the radium craze. During the same period, companies sold radioactive toothpaste, radium suppositories, and a device called the radiondocrinator. It was a small pad laced with radium, designed to be worn inside a jockstrap pressed
Oh, hell no.
against the scrotum. It sold for $1,000. Modern testing shows it gives off about 1,000 times the radiation of a radium watch. John
Oh, yeah. This is interesting.
Brinkley. John Brinkley was a doctor in Milford, Kansas, whose medical degree came from a fake school. In 1918, a farmer walked into his office complaining that he had lost his sex drive. Brinkley looked out the window at a goat and had an idea. He cut the testicles from the goat and put them into the farmer's scrotum.
Wait, so the GOAT, out of all things, the GOAT though is one of the greatest of all times. Okay. Ain't no fucking way.
A year later, the farmer's wife gave birth to a baby boy.
Bro.
They named him Billy. Word spread. Brinkley began doing the operation full-time, telling men it would make them young again. He charged $750 each and
No, but what the fuck happened to the baby? What happened to the baby?
treated up to 50 patients a week. Unlike Voronoff, who used thin slices, Brinkley put whole goat testicles directly into the scrotum. He told patients it could cure anything from a dead sex drive to mental illness. He bought 12 Cadillacs and 3 yachts.
The problem is that none of them went towards me. The money though, that's okay. Fuck this guy. I mean, even though I wasn't alive at the time, still fuck this guy.
Then the American Medical Association pulled his license. Brinkley's response was to run for governor of Kansas so he could change the laws that shut him down. He nearly won. When that failed, he built a radio station across the border in Mexico with a signal of 1 million watts, the most powerful in the world at the time. He used it to sell goat testicle surgery to listeners across North and South America. The Kansas Medical Board eventually looked into his patient records. They found 42 death certificates connected to his practice. Brinkley spent his final years buried in lawsuits. He died bankrupt in 1942 at 56. Wiley Brooks. Wiley Brooks is an American man who claims he has not needed food to survive since 1983. He calls his practice breatharianism. The idea is that if you stop eating and learn to take in energy from light and air instead, you can live forever.
There's a truth to that. Because here's the thing, it's like, yes, there is a tribe where basically they went and like never ate anything and they just survived off milk alone.
Started the Breatharian Institute of America and began charging people to learn how. Workshop prices ranged from $100,000 to $1 million.
But then again, at the same time, it's like, that's all, like, not just anybody can do that though, you know what I'm saying? Not just anybody though. But when it comes to the food that you eat though, just basically eat it from nature though. Just eat the food that grows out of the ground. Smoke the weed that God has created for us.
At one point, he listed a
Strange. Out of all times, this motherfucker talks about breathing. Though I now need to go blow my nose. What was that?
package on his website for
It's now like what 50 bill.
$50 billion. In the 1980s, Brooks went on television to promote his teachings. He looked healthy, spoke clearly, and told audiences he had gone years without eating solid food. People paid to attend his events. Then he was spotted at a fast food restaurant. Found him at a 7-Eleven buying a Slurpee and a hot dog. On another occasion, he was seen leaving a McDonald's. Brooks did not deny it. He said a McDonald's double quarter pounder with cheese was one of the only foods that could put a person in line with what he called the base frequency of a fifth dimensional universe. The
Nigga, it goes against the teachings you went and preached earlier.
Diet Coke had to come with it. Brooks said the two together created an energy that let the body go without any other food. At least 5 people have died following breatharian teachings from different leaders around the world. Brooks is still alive. He still runs the Breatharian Institute. His website still lists workshops. The $50 billion package is no longer on it. The Jiajing Emperor.
Why the fuck is that money not coming towards me, you bitch ass nigga?
The Jiajing Emperor took the throne of China at 13. He ruled the Ming dynasty for 45 years. For most of that time, he was trying to live forever. He turned to Taoist priests, who told him they could make him immortal. Records from the time say the emperor and his chief advisor gathered 960 teenage girls and locked them inside the palace.
I thought he was, and then he fucks all of them? I would. If I was that nigga, I would.
The girls were fed nothing but mulberry leaves and rainwater so their menstrual blood could be collected. That blood was mixed with mercury, arsenic, and lead to make a liquid the emperor drank every day.
Hell no.
The priests also demanded tens of pounds of gold dust for their rituals. In 1542, 16 palace women tried to strangle him in his sleep using a hemp rope. The knot slipped. He survived after being found unconscious for 8 hours. All 16 were executed by lingqi, a method where the body is cut apart piece by piece while the person is still alive. After the attack,
Okay, that sounds like the ritual that Itachi went and did on Kakashi through the Tsukuyomi. And I don't know how many days or months or weeks the nigga was in that genjutsu, but it literally just happened for 1 second in the real world with their eyes closed.
the emperor abandoned the Forbidden City and moved to a private complex of palaces and Taoist temples designed to look like the mythical land of immortals. Court meetings stopped. So did contact with officials. The experiments continued. Officials who spoke against any of it were tortured or killed. The borders weakened. Mongol raiders reached Beijing. Pirates hit the coast. He died in 1567 at 59. The mercury had been building in his body for decades. Diane de Poitiers. Diane de Poitiers was the mistress of King Henry II of France. She was almost 20 years older than him. In a court full of
Damn you old.
younger women trying to replace her, she held her position for decades. The king signed his letters with both their names. He trusted her over his own wife,
This stupid. Okay, yeah, but of course. Why do I expect?
Catherine de Medici. In her 60s, Diane still looked young. A historian
Let me see. Let me see for myself. Let me see for myself. These stupid ass hoes, bro.
who met her 6th
Actually, let me see. The paintings make this bitch look like it has Down syndrome and underdeveloped and kind of looks like an inbred. But at what age though? Fuck. This shit is not answering my question. What the fuck did this bitch look like at 60? Okay, I ain't believing it.
6 months before her death, said her skin was white and smooth, and her hair was as fine as silk. She swam in cold water every morning and rode horses daily. Every day, Diane drank a liquid made with gold. Her doctors had told her that because gold never rusts or breaks down, drinking it could stop the body from aging. She did this.
No. Okay, so number one, not only was this bitch drinking my homeland's materials, but when it comes to materials like this, though, I don't think they're supposed to be indigested, though. And if it is, though, it's definitely not for these motherfuckers, bro, because they're abominations to my homeland. It's just us blacks. It's just only us.
This for years. In 1559, Henry died in a jousting accident. Catherine de' Medici immediately forced Diane out of court. She spent her last 7 years in a castle Henry had given her. She kept drinking the gold. She died in 1566 at 66.
1566 at 66.
In 2009, French scientists examined her remains. They found gold in her hair at 500 times the normal level. Her hair had turned golden from the metal. Her bones had been breaking down from the inside. The scientists said the gold was the most likely cause of her death. The pale white skin that made her famous at court was a sign of gold poisoning. Brown Sequard. Charles Edouard Brown Sequard was a 72-year-old scientist in Paris. In 1889, he crushed the testicles of
Okay, this shit just crimes my style. The encoding overload just like basically crimes my shit, though. Okay, fucks up one more. Okay, yeah, fucked up again. I'm out. Yo, stop fucking recording, you bitch ass.